Good morning, Horizon family. This is Bailey, and I am grateful today to be able to share with you one of my favorite passages from the New Testament, and it's Luke 8:43 through 48. I'll be reading from the Christian Standard Bible, the CSB version, and this is the passage on the woman who bled for 12 years. A woman suffering from bleeding for 12 years, who had spent all she had on doctors and yet could not be healed by any, approached from behind and touched the end of his robe. Instantly her bleeding stopped. "Who touched me?" Jesus asked. When they all denied it, Peter said, "Master, the crowds are hemming you in and pressing against you." "Someone did touch me," said Jesus. "I know that power has gone out from me." When the woman saw that she was discovered, she came trembling and fell down before him. In the presence of all the people, she declared the reason she had touched him and how she was instantly healed. "Daughter," he said to her, "your faith has saved you. Go in peace." I see how Jesus shows this woman hospitality because she was a person who was overlooked by most. She was a person who had a great need and who even felt free to express that need. And his response was showing kindness to her, using a compassionate, endearing word like daughter to speak to her. And, others in the town probably grew very accustomed to her story. This had been going on for 12 years, and they may have seen her as a nuisance at this point or stopped noticing her, caring about her entirely because her story never changed, and she'd been bearing this affliction for so long, and a really messy, unwanted affliction. And but Jesus noticed her, and he saw her heart, and he welcomed her into his presence and made space for her. And then he healed her physical need with a single touch that he acted like he didn't even know was happening at the time, but of course he did because he was God. So it wasn't done in her own effort. Scripture tells us that she had spent all her resources at that point and was no doubt exhausted. And so all that was left was God's mercy. And as he touched her, immediately her body realigned to its normal way of functioning. And I just love it. So what can we learn from this passage? I think we can learn to slow down and notice the people around us, maybe even the people that we, have grown very used to seeing, even on a daily basis, and to see them with new eyes, to notice their needs, to ask them about their needs. We can take time to look at them and truly ask how they're doing and how we can minister to them. And it doesn't have to be a super spiritual way. It can just be a practical need that we can fill. And we can, of course, use words that are kind and dignifying and, really dignify the human behind whatever struggle or affliction that they're walking through. So that blessed me, and I hope that blesses you as well.